Hello, in this video we will talk about factoring a trinomial using the grouping method. Here we have a trinomial that we want to factor. To start, we are going to take this first number times this last number. Take a 12 times a negative 12 to equal negative 144. Our goal is to now find two numbers that when you multiply them equal negative 144. Those same two numbers, when we add them, we want to equal this number in the middle, a positive 7. Notice that since the two numbers multiply to equal a negative, one of the numbers has to equal a negative, the other number has to be positive. Since the numbers add up to a positive 7, the larger number must be positive. Now, I am going to just start listing numbers that multiply to negative 144. Starting with negative 1 times 144 equals negative 144. Notice the smaller number is negative. Now, take a calculator, type negative 144 divided by negative 2 to get 72. Negative 144 divided by negative 3 equals positive 48. We continue this process just going down the list. I know there is the temptation to jump around. Please don't. Most people will end up skipping the correct numbers if they jump around. Your goal is to have the two numbers add up to positive 7, so we can stop once we find two numbers that add up to positive 7. Right now, with a negative 3 and 48, you're still far away from the numbers adding up to positive 7. Well, let's continue. Negative 144 divided by negative 4 is 36. Negative 144 divided by negative 5 is a decimal, so you skip it. Negative 144 divided by negative 6 equals 24. Negative 144 divided by negative 7 is a decimal, you skip it. Negative 144 divided by negative 8 is equal to 18. So wait a moment, we were trying to find two numbers that add up to positive 7. We're pretty close. Negative and 18, 8 and 18 add up to positive 10. Let's try one more. Negative 144 divided by negative 9 is positive 16. And what do you know? That negative 9 and positive 16 add up to positive 7, and they also multiply to your negative 144. Believe it or not, we've done the hardest part of the question now. We're going to take this positive 7, and it's going to be split up into two separate terms using these numbers we just found. So rewrite the positive 7m in the middle as a negative 9m and a positive 16m. The order you put those numbers in does not matter. You will get the same equation, same final answer either way. These first terms will come straight down. I've also heard this grouping method called the rooftop method because we kind of just drew a house. Here's the roof, here are the walls and the edge, and here's the door in the middle. Now that we have rewritten our 3-term polynomial as a 4-term polynomial, we can factor by grouping. Some people use parentheses for their groups. Some people, instead of parentheses, will use underlines to make their groups. Myself, I draw a line to separate the groups. It doesn't matter how you do it as long as you separate your 4 terms into 2 groups. For the first 2 terms, we now look for the GCF. The greatest common factor of 12m squared and negative 9m is positive 3m. If we factor out the GCF of 3m, we're left with 4m minus 3. In other words, 12m squared divided by 3m equals 4m, and negative 9m divided by 3m equals negative 3. For the second group, we look for the GCF also. The GCF of a positive 16m and a negative 12 is a positive 4. Please remember to write that positive, that plus sign. If you don't, lots of people will make a mistake and put a minus there instead when they write their next step. If we factor out the GCF of 4, we are left with a 4m minus 3. Positive 16m divided by positive 4 equals positive 4m. Negative 12 divided by positive 4 equals negative 3. Oh, good. Those parentheses match. If they did not match, you did something wrong. Simple as that. If they match, chances are you're good. If they don't match, you did something wrong. Go back and try to find your mistakes. So to write our final answer, we're going to write this blue parentheses as 4m minus 3 once. And what's left is a 3m plus 4. We're going to write that as our next parentheses multiplied to the first. So there we have it. We have 2 parentheses that are multiplied together, and we have factored the trinomial 12m squared plus 7m minus 12 using the grouping method. Thanks for watching.